This daily dose is brought to you by Pirate.Black. ARRR.
And now I see that you've been working on integrating Zcash. And drumroll, you're also working on Pirate Chain, correct?
We are, yeah. So we're indirectly working with Pirate Chain, working on Pirate Chain in the sense that Pirate Chain is very, 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 very similar to Zcash, right? And so we took on interest in Pirate Chain and its integration, knowing that we could leverage a lot of the work from Zcash into Pirate Chain. And I really, really loved, and because I've always criticized Zcash for this, the fact that they have transparent addresses and are still retaining them. So one of my biggest, one of the biggest appeals for me to Pirate Chain was the removal of all those transparent addresses. I love that they did that. So I wanted to support the effort. But of course, with limited engineering resources, it was important that we could leverage the SDK that Zcash and the ECC team built. And so we are in talks with the developers of Pirate Chain to see, okay, well, what are the differences? Are they able to implement those differences? And then where do we pick up the slack from there? But yes, we've already announced and launched live today in the app, in the Google Play Store, and also direct download from our website, support for Zcash in Android.
That's today?
Zcash, not today. This was like last month. It's been available.
Nice.
It's been available since last month. So I think we announced it in December, I want to say, or was it November? Might have already been like November.
I don't use Zcash, so I wouldn't know. I only use Pirate Chain. Why would I use Zcash?
Well, the one benefit of Edge was the first multi-asset. Well, it wasn't the absolute first, so I take that back. We were, I think, like second multi-asset app to support Zcash in full privacy mode, and we actually removed support for transparent addresses in Edge. So you could not receive into Edge using a transparent address because that would actually compromise the user's privacy. You can send to one, which doesn't compromise Edge users' privacy that much, but it does compromise the recipient. But you can't receive into a transparent address in Edge. So we kind of took the hardline stance that, hey, if you're going to claim to be a privacy coin, we're going to implement it as a privacy coin.
Nice.
But then we've got iOS coming about middle of this month, middle of January. And with those two under our belt, and some modifications to the SDK from ECC, from the Zcash team, we certainly hope that we're going to be able to launch support for Pirate Chain. We would definitely really want to get support for Pirate Chain out there. But of course, there are some engineering hurdles that we have to get over. Both us and the developers on Pirate Chain have to kind of help get us over those hurdles.
Nice, right on. And is there a tentative timeline for this?
I can't speak of a tentative timeline. I can speak tentative timelines and things where you kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, where there's no unknowns, and it's just simply we have to do this work. With Pirate Chain, there's still a few unknowns, most of which are on the developer team from Pirate Chain. And once we feel like that's resolved, then we can kind of give a bit better of a timeline. But we generally don't like to pre-announce things. So when we announce things, we'll announce something when it's like, say, in beta, and we want people to play around with it and whatnot. But before then, when there's we don't know quite how long it'll be, we don't like to announce a timeline yet. So fortunately, can't announce anything yet. But keep your ears open. And if you are interested and you're a Pirate Chain user, all you ARRR users, feel free to sign up for our newsletter. And believe me, you'll be one of the first to know when we've got support or even a beta out that you can try out.
Follow the treasure to Pirate.Black, because financial privacy today is freedom tomorrow. ARRR.